श्री स्वामीनारायण भगवाननी जय। अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम महाराजनी जय। गुणातीतानंद स्वामी महाराजनी जय। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराजनी जय। महंत स्वामी महाराजनी जय। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज शताब्दी महोत्सवनी जय। Today we will continue our study of Pramukh Swami Maharaj's Jivan Charitra. We are nearing the end of 1968. So far we've covered 33 chapters of 1968 in Pramukh Swami Maharaj's life. Last time, the last 4 chapters we covered, sub-chapters. Avu mane shobhe nahi, Soni, Pritina Patra, મારામાં કાંઈ નથી, કેવળ એમની કૃપા અને શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજનું સ્વરૂપ છે. We looked at the 48th birth anniversary of Pramukh Swami, celebrated in the presence of Yogiji Maharaj in Mumbai. A historic occasion which saw Bapa, Pramukh Swami Maharaj, his humility was oozing out and very apparent to the Hari Bhaktas, and Yogiji Maharaj are narrating the glory of Pramukh Swami to the devotees present. અને યોગી બાપા એટલી બધી મહિમાની વાત કરી કે આ તો શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજની તિથિ ઉજવાઈ છે અને આ તો શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજનું સ્વરૂપ છે અને શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજ એમને નિમી ગયા. શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજ મોટા પુરુષ જે કંઈ કરે એ નિર્ગુણ જ હોય. So in this way he explained, and then he said કે પ્રમુખ સ્વામીએ કેવો સત્સંગ વધાર્યો અને આપણે સંકલ્પ કર્યો છે કે 700 સાધુ કરવા છે અને પ્રમુખ સ્વામી દ્વારા એ 700 સાધુ થશે. તો આ રીતે આ જબરજસ્ત મહિમા. અને યોગી બાપા એવું પણ કહ્યું કે ફાસ્ટ ફૂસ્યું ન ઉજવવું, પણ શાનદાર રીતે આ જયંતિ દર વર્ષે આવી રીતે ઉજવવી. એટલે એ રીતે બધી ઘણી સ્મૃતિ યોગી બાપાએ કરી અને પ્રમુખ સ્વામીના મહિમાની વાત કરી. That's where we reached last time. And now for the last prasang for 1968. We'll take that now, and then we'll go on to 1969. So the last sub-chapter is Have Tractor Vahan. Now tractor is the vehicle. So Swami Shri from Mumbai, before he left for Gujarat, he went to visit एक philanthropist સાધુ, બહુ મોટા સાધુ, રણછોડ દાસજી મહારાજ. એટલે એમના પણ ખાસ બીમાર હશે, એટલે સ્વામી went to inquire on his health and well-being. And then the next day, Yogiji Maharaj and Pramukh Swami also graced some places in Mumbai, and they also inaugurated the institutes, the Darshan Sanskrit Vidyalay's Silver Jubilee celebrations in Mumbai. But in Mumbai, Padramri, many were organized. Swami, he would be doing Padramris, he would be doing Parayans, he would be doing Katha, but also engage in, with the Hari Bhaktas, Ora Utsav. In the locality of Pawai, આપણી જ્યાં વાડી છે ને, ત્યાં પણ સ્વામી શ્રી was also engaged in these, આમ તો ઉત્સવ શબ્દ હોય, એમાં બીજો ઉત્સવ જેવો આપણને ન લાગે, પણ હરિભક્ત કે સંતોને મળવાનું હોય અને એકબીજાની સાથે કથા વાર્તા પણ હોય, ગોષ્ઠી પણ હોય, રમત ગમત પણ હોય. And then Bapa left for Atladra, he got to Ahmedabad, and then he got to Bochasan. And there's a note in Bapa's diary after he started his vichran from Bochasan, the tractor has arrived, stay at Limbasi Mandir, now tractor is the vehicle. So, ek baju there was like, this was the Pramukh of the Sanstha, he had been the Pramukh for 18 years. Ek baju Swami was doing Pratishtas, having his Janma Jayanti, not having, but Yogi Bapa arranging for his Janma Jayanti to be celebrated with adoration by thousands of devotees. Yet that same Pramukh Swami could be seen traveling in an open tractor. He was not worried about his rights or his privileges or his authority. He was just merely focused on his duty to the Sanstha, his duty to his Guru Shastriji Maharaj, and his duty to his Guru Yogiji Maharaj. And around this time, Bapa's Vichran, it would also involve collecting dangar, એટલે rice grains. તો એ પ્રમાણે પણ to collect pledges for Thakurji, for all the mandirs, Sanstana Mandiro. So Bapa himself, Pramukh Swami, would go around all these villages and literally, beg for dangar. Pachi darni વાત પણ આવશે. એટલે this was also part of Swami Shri's scrum. Not just parayans or padramris or administration or organizing murti pratishtas, but actually collecting things like dangar and dar. Pachi then Swami went to Bhadra because in April 1969, the Mandir of Bhadra was going to open. This is the birthplace of Gunatitanand Swami. So Bapa went to check everything there. Then Bapa went to Dhari because Bapa was also keen ke Yogi Bapa na Janmasthane pan mandir thau joye. So he also began that work. Obviously involves getting the land, involves getting houses. In Iwat Pachi house, Swami had measurements made of the adjoining house as well. Yogi Bapa's original house. And અત્યારે પણ જે નવા મંદિરમાં ધારીમાં જે યોગી બાપાની મૂર્તિ છે ત્યાં પણ આ રીતે it's according to the original house, the measurements that Swami himself must have taken many years back. And the same day from Dhari, Bapa reached Maua. That's the birthplace of Bhagaji Maharaj. Again, Yogi Bapani ઈચ્છા હતી કે ત્યાં મંદિર થાય. So he had a discussion regarding the construction of a mandir there at the birthplace of Bhagaji Maharaj. So Gunatitanand Swami's birthplace, Bhagaji Maharaj's birthplace, and Yogiji Maharaj's birthplace, ke ek be દિવસમાં Bapa put in motion the construction work of mandirs at all of these places. And then પછી આ રીતે, the last day of that year, Bapa, he got to Gadra. So now we're covering 1969. We'll cover the first 3 or 4 months. Bapa was in Gadra and he was doing a parayan on the Satsangi Jivan. And, Bapa's Vichram was continuing as well. He performed darshan at Hari Mandirs near Gadra as well. Then Bapa got to Sarangpur. Now from Sarangpur, Bapa went to Gondal. It was a quick trip to Gondal. Especially he had been invited. The junior students of the school had organized a send-off in honor of the senior students, the outgoing 11th standard students of the secondary school. So Bapa even went there at their invitation. Otherwise he could have said, just carry on. If he's in Gondal, Bapa would talk. But Bapa went all the way from Sarangpur specially to please these students. So like a master gardener, he not only attended to the grown and the cultivated at the foreground, the Hari Bhaktas, but equally cared for the blooming, budding and sprouting in the background. The Epan Bapa, Arite, you can see he was sowing the seeds of satsang and sowing sanskars in these young children and in these young teens. And Epan Swami gave Ashirwad to all the children at the school in Gondal. And then it says in the Jivincha that the rush from Sarangpur to Gondal was all worthwhile to witness the glee and the joy on all the young smiling faces at the farewell ceremony. Amati pan apane khyal aave ke how much Bapa was loved. Otherwise, your local Santosh pan kadach kari shake. Atha Bapa could have sent some other senior sadhus as well. But Bapa himself went at the invitation of the teenagers at the Gurukul in Gondal. Pachi Gondal thi Bapa continued his Vichran. Atladrama celebrated Vasant Panchami. Atladrama, the Mandir entry gate, and also a tower that was inaugurated at that time, new dining hall as well. So continuously all these things were happening in each of our mandirs. Ke kahin na kahin kaam chaltu hoy. And e pramane pan Bapa, because it was Sastri Maharaj's birth anniversary, he would also talk about Akshar Pushyatam Upasna, our Siddhant, etc. And pachi Atladra thi Bapa pahunchya Anand. Again around this time every year Bapa would go to Anand. Sham aate ke tuer ni dar. All the dar for the whole sanstha would be collected from Anand. So Bapa himself personally would visit every single shop all around Anand, and for 2 continuous days. Now, ઘણી વખત આપણે જ્યારે માગવાનું હોય ને, especially when you have everything. માગવાનું એટલે it's as good as begging. But Bapa, he was never embarrassed. For him, it was like a unique, inexplicable joy. For in his mind, the importance always rested in the thought, ke, whom are we begging for? Ke, kona mate kariye che? And whenever Swami raised the call for donation, Swami Nayan Hare Sachidananda Prabhu, he had that gaurav on his face, what we call pride. Not abhiman, but gaurav, ke kona mate magiye che. Like Sastri Mai said, ke Akshar Pushyatam mate swapach ne gere vicha upare. Akshar Pushyatam mate મુંડાવ્યું છે કે અક્ષર પુરુષોત્તમના બરદિયા છે તો એ રીતે બાપા felt great pride in asking for alms. Often Swami would be, he'd face remarks. Obviously, people are not all the same. They're not all satsangis. And, they would say, why do you need to beg, Or you're back again so soon? And, sometimes they would even make Bapa wait, okay, let him wait. But Bapa would always tolerate this with a smile on his face. He would never think, કે આવી રીતે આમ છે કે આમ છે. કે I can't be bothered. But Bapa would think કે આ તો ઠાકોરજીની સેવા છે, મારા ગુરુની સેવા છે. So Bapa endured such humiliation with a smile on his face and love in his heart. This was Bapa's way of doing Thakurji's seva. He often had to climb up and down the steep stairs of shop after shop and wander in market after market. But Bapa never grew weary in performing Thakurji's seva. From Anand, Bapa went to Bochasan, પેલી લતને મુંડનની વિધિ હોય એમાં પણ બાપા પહોંચી ગયા. અને ત્યાં પણ also Bapa then went to Bochasan just for a few hours and returned to Anand in the evening and continued the begging for alms. Vache, he also went to a sabha, Anandni Khetiwari College, which is now the Agricultural University of Gujarat in Anand. This is where Mansai Maharaj studied when he was in university. But it was known as Khetiwari College at that time. So again, Swami went there with Yogiji Maharaj, and Swami also, he delivered katha or a speech at that Khetiwari College. And then Bapa briefly went to Naryad. Tyapan Lakshman Das Ji Maharaj, the first disciple of Santram Maharaj, Bapa went to that birth celebration, centenary, Shatabdi Utsav Ashe. So Bapa went there, and then from there he went straight to Ahmedabad, where he continued with his work, and he did a 5-day parayan on the Hari Lila Kalpatru. Hari Lila Kalpatru ગ્રંથ છે ને સંસ્કૃતમાં છે. હવે ગમે તેટલી વખત તમે પારાયણ કરી હોય, અત્યારે પણ સંતોની પારાયણ ચાલે છે, અને ગમે તેટલી વખત તમે પારાયણ કરી હોય, but you still need to do some preparation. So just imagine amidst all these activities, પધરામણી હોય કે આ રીતે meeting હરિભક્તસ કે sorting out issues or looking after the mandirs, Bapa would be preparing for these parayans as well. And then parayan karine Bapa went to Atladra, and then there's a note in the Jivan Chaitra that Ishwar Swami had to go to Jaipur. E વખત Badra Mandir ni murtiyo mate Ishwar Swami was looking after the work. So because he had to go to Jaipur, he didn't have a permanent Jod Sant with him. So Bapa asked Devcharan Swami, who was Bapa's Sevak Sant, okay, go with Ishwar Swami to Jaipur. It's not like he had to send Devcharan Swami, any other sadhu could have gone. But Bapa looked at Ishwar Swami's convenience. To advance other people's needs and comforts before his own was second nature to Swami Shri. So that's why he did not hesitate in the slightest in sending in the seva of others his own sevak. આપણે ઘણી વખત સાંભળીએ છીએ, but we saw that borne out in Bapa's life. In the joy of others lies our own. While Swami was in Atladra, there was another prasang. ત્યાં ચાણસદના વૈદ્યરાજ મુરજીભાઈ, his son was getting married at the Atladra Mandir. Swami was also there. So many people had come from Chansad, and that included Swamishi's childhood friends. Remember, these are probably, they're between the ages of 45 and 50. But Swami met them all, Shankarlal, Murjibai, Umedbai, and others. So they were all delighted to see their Shantilal, beloved Shantilal, and they realized that he's a sadhu. He's a senior sadhu. He's a president of this respected organization, revered by thousands. And they were so proud. We once played with Shantilal. Their eyes filled up with tears of joy. And they cherished the memories of giving Shantilal lifts on their bikes. So Swami Shri also took care of his friends and also gave them divine bliss. Ave ave che pashu seva te prabhu seva. Again, amidst all these satsang activities, Yogiji Maharaj and Pramuख Sai Maharaj also looked after humanitarian or social activities. આની કદાચ publicity પણ ઓછી થઈ હોય કદાચ. But this work was always ongoing from the time of Sriji Maharaj. And at that time, there was like a drought. So again, looking after cows, just like we had the Dushkar Rahat in 1987, and the video upon apne જોઈ લીધી. So this was in 69, and the Sansa took the responsibility of sheltering and providing for 700 cows for 6 months. એ વખત તો કંઈ વ્યવસ્થા નહોતી. સંતો પણ ઓછા હતા. But and to raise funds for these initiatives wasn't easy. So again, Bapa did Vichran specially for that purpose, because he understood Yogi Bapa's wish. Yogi Bapa said, Okay, the funds raised there is the same as doing seva of Sriji Maharaj. So in that way, like Pashu Seva te Prabhu Seva, so in this way, Bapa also did Vichran, specially to raise funds for this initiative at the instructions of Yogi Ji Maharaj. Pachi Bapa reached Radu, ત્યાં યોગી બાપાએ પ્રતિષ્ઠા કરી એક મહિલાઓ માટે એક મંદિર પણ આખું તૈયાર થયું હતું. તો યોગી બાપા also did pratishtha and Swami was also there. And then Swami stayed back in Radu for a while just to give love to the Hari Bhaktas. Then he continued his vision to Atladra, to Sarangpur, and in Sarangpur he celebrated the festival of Fuldol. One day before the festival of Fuldol is the anniversary of Bhagat Ji Maharaj. So again Bapa celebrated that Utsav and talked about the glory of Bhagat Ji Maharaj. આમાં ઉલ્લેખ આવે છે કે બાપા convened with a few senior devotees to work out the construction work of various mandirs. અને લખે છે કે it was Bapa's quality to first win the confidence of all who were part of a project by consulting everyone and only then moving further. He firmly believed, લખ્યું છે જીવન ચરિત્રમાં, કે બાપા work with this principle કે પૂછતા નર પંડિત થાય, સૌને પૂછીએ તો ચર્ચા થાય, ગુણ દોષનો વિચાર થાય. ગુણ દોષ એટલે pros and cons, positives and negatives, અને સારું પરિણામ આવે. So like we heard last time, ke Bapa took on Ishwar Swami's suggestion, or he wrote it in his diary, ke, you know, in the new Sabha Mandap in Gadra, let's put the pictures that we use for the Shatabdi Utsav of Sriji Maharaj's life and work. તો અહીંયા પણ આવ્યું છે કે પૂછતા નર પંડિત થાય. પછી festival of Fuldol was also celebrated. There's a special hindoro for Thakurji, and Yogiji Maharaj, Swami Shri were also seated on that hindoro and gave everyone memories. Pachi Bapa again delivered a parayan in the after the festival of Fuldol in Sarangpur, and then he continued to he went to Tajpur as well, parayan pankari. Then he went to Gondal, and then he went to Bhadra. So now for the majority of March and April, Bapa is spending his time in Bhadra. You'll see later on that his Vichran is still continuing, vache vache, to fulfill certain engagements. But just like in this Swaminarayan Prakash, Bapa gave an invitation to everyone as the Pramukh of the Sanstha. And Yogi Bapani Agnathi, Bapa wrote that a festival is being celebrated in Bhadra, everyone must come. Now when you invite everyone for a festival, you can't just say, oh, bada aujo, and give everyone an invitation, then pachi vyavasthanu su. So great anticipation meant meeting great expectations. And this was a challenge. Again, it was like the Yogi Bapa Amrut Mahotsav celebrations in 1967. It was in the summer. Yogi Bapa's celebrations, Amrut Mahotsav, was in Vaishak Mahino, the summer. Atyare અહીંયા monsoon season માં, અહીંયા નહીં એટલે ઇન્ડિયામાં વરસાદની ખેંચ છે અત્યારે. અને માનસાઈ ડૉક્ટર સ્વામીએ પણ ખાસ કહ્યું છે કે પ્રાર્થના કરજો કે વરસાદ પડે. So this was in summer when all the water has dried up. We know in summer, by the time it's winter, in many places ke je rivers ma pani bharayu hoy ne, it's already dried up. So again this Bhadra Utsav was going to be in Vaishak Mahino. So just like Gondal, Bhadra too faced an extreme shortage of water. And e pramane the only water source was a well. On the other side of the dry river Und. So e pan sukai gyu hatu, the river Und. And એના માટે you needed to install a pipeline, 1.25 kilometer pipeline, all the way from the one side of the river Und, all the way to the mandir. And this was a daunting task to achieve in those times. There was no like, you know, આપણી પાસે અત્યારે machines છે કે whatever. અને ધર્મશાળા માટે જે જમીન હતી, એ પણ ખારા ટેકરાવાળી જમીન હતી. So again, that land had to be leveled. There was going to be a stage there. There was going to be a sabha mandap for the sabhas, Yagna Mandap for the Yagna, kitchen and other facilities. So again, that was a challenging task. But water tanks needed to be installed, hand pumps needed to be installed. And all this was happening in the scorching summer heat. But Bapaએ જંપલાવ્યું કે whatever the difficulties, કે અહીંયા આવી રીતે અક્ષર પુરુષોત્તમ મહારાજ બેસવાના છે. યોગી બાપાની ઈચ્છા છે. અને શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજનો પણ સંકલ્પ હતો. કારણ કે years before, શાસ્ત્રીજી મહારાજ had given blessings to હિરજીભાઈ અને માંડણ ભગત, કે ભાદરામાં અહીંયા શિખરબદ્ધ મંદિર થશે. અત્યારે આપણને દેખાય છે ને આ શિખરબદ્ધ મંદિર. This was a શિખરબદ્ધ મંદિર that Yogi Bapa opened in 1969. પછી આપણને ખ્યાલ છે કે earthquakeમાં there was some damage to the shikhar in 2001. અને એની પહેલાં તો બાપાએ સંકલ્પ કરી જ નાખ્યો હતો પ્રમુખ સાંઈ મહારાજ કે ભાદરામાં સર્વોપરી મંદિર કરવું છે અને 5 શિખરનું મંદિર કરવું છે. એટલે that શિખર મંદિર also happened. This જન્મસ્થાન, ત્યાં આખું જન્મસ્થાન જ્યાં ગુણાતીતાનંદ સ્વામી where he was born, ત્યાં આખો ઓટો અને ત્યાં આખું બિલ્ડિંગ થઈ ગયું નવું. અને 2010 Bapa opened the new Shikharbad Mandir, Pramukh Sai Maharaj, the 5 Shikhar Mandir. But this was the one Shikhar Mandir that Yogi Bapa was to do Pratishtha in. Mandirનું કામ પણ ચાલતું હતું. And you can see underneath, this is before the auto was installed. Okay, this is the Janmasthan of Gunatitanand Swami. Akshar Brahm Gunatitanand Swami was born as Murji Sharma in Bhadra. And એ વખતે in the 1940s, in the time of Shastriji Maharaj, this land or this Janmasthan was acquired. રાજકોટના હરિભક્ત અમુક હતા અને શાસ્ત્રીમાની પ્રેરણાથી આ રીતે this જન્મસ્થાન was acquired. અને યોગી બાપા પ્રમુખ યોગી શાસ્ત્રી મહારાજ had also already given blessings કે અહીંયા મંદિર થશે અને યોગી બાપા આ રીતે બધી વ્યવસ્થા કરી. So all these difficulties, but Bapa was prepared to undergo anything. Just like in 1961 when Bapa served for the Kalash Utsav in Gadra. 1965 for Shastriji Maharaj's Shatabdi Utsav in Atladra. 1967 for Yogiji Maharaj's Amrut Mahotsav in Gondal. So this was yet another event in Bapa's life. 1969, Pratishtha at Bhadra, the Mandir on top of the birthplace of Akshar Brahm Gunatitanand Swami. Pratishtha happened 21, 22, 23 April. You can see Yogi Bapa doing the Pratishtha of Dhamdhami Mukta. And Yogi Bapa and Pramukh Swami also જ્યાં ઓટો કર્યો હતો ચરણાવિંદ સ્થાપ્યા હતા where Akshar Brahm Gunatitanand Swami was born. So that all happened in April. But prior to that, Swami was involved in preparations for that Utsav in which thousands of Hari Bhaktas were expected. So just a few notes from Bapa's diary. We can understand the type of work that Bapa was involved in. So he was never rash. He thought out things and then he made preparations. He didn't just think, કે બસ meeting થઈ જાય પછી આપણે કરશું એવું નહીં. He would take immediate action. And therefore, Bapa stayed a month and a half or 2 months before the celebrations. Bapa got to Bhadra. And single-handedly to na kevai, just with a few santos and a gamna je Hari Bhakta hoy. Yogi Bapa hadn't arrived there yet. Yogi Bapa came later on. 8th of March, Bapa notes, કે discussions on arranging waterworks. બાપા કહે છે કે નદીની સામે કિનારે on the other side of the river કૂવો કરીને ત્યાંથી પાઇપ લઈ water works કરવા વાતચીત થઈ. This was just mainly a discussion. Okay, you have to dig a whole well on the other side of the river then to channel the water through the pipe from there. અને પછી within 2 days of this note in the diary, after the discussions, Bapa was already implementing action. Just 2 days later on the 10th, Bapa writes, કે આજે નદીના સામે કાંઠે કૂવો ખોદવાનું. કે today we'll start digging the well. અને સવારના 9 વાગે પછી ખોદવાનું મુહૂર્ત. એટલે the auspicious time to dig the well is after 9 a.m. So Bapa again started digging that well with the help of the Hari Bhaktas on the 10th of March. Just 3 or 4 days later, પછી લખ્યું છે કે today he gave written commitment to pay 95 paisa per foot to dig a 4,500 foot pipeline from the river to the Dharmashala. કારણ કે મજૂરની પણ જરૂર પડે તો એ પ્રમાણે પણ બધી વ્યવસ્થા બાપાએ કરી. And he made a note of that in his diary as well. પછી the next chapter is called Jat Mehnat Jindabad. Okay, sometimes, we wait for other people to do work. So on the 15th of March in his diary, Bapa writes, આજથી pipeline ખોદાણ શરૂ થઈ ગયું. The pipeline, the digging work began. And Bapa explains that Ishwar Swami went to Dawul to procure the pipes. The digging work started and someone went to get the pipes as well. And the well needed to be dug. This is a 45-foot deep well. A 5-7 foot no nahi, but 45 feet into the ground. And there was a individual from Mumbai, Devji Ratna. Enu actually Murgam Bhadra hatu, but he came to Mumbai to help. And Bapa also helped out. And then Bapa mentions, કે આવી રીતે આજે કૂવાનું ચણતર કામ બપોર પછી ચાલુ કરેલ છે. ચણતર કામ, the plastering of the well. અને મજૂર કોઈ ન હતા. There were no laborers. તો તે હાથોહાથ ચાલુ કર્યું. કે બાપા took the work in his own hands. 15 થર સાંજે તૈયાર કર્યા. By evening, 15 layers had also been prepared. So Bapa's philosophy was not wait for other people and they'll get the work done. And the laborers, and there wasn't enough in the first place. Whatever the reason, they were maybe tired as well, they'd given up. So Bapa Jat Mehnat Jindabad. He started the work on his own. Just like Gondar Kurukulma, we heard the prasang there were some tiles, and the laborers, unfortunately, they were not able to lift them, to take them all the way to the second floor. So Bapa, the people who were doing the seva there, they went to Pramukh Swami and they said, look, avesu karu apre. So Swami himself, he got up and he started lifting the tiles to the second floor. But in the same way, for the well work, Bapa himself, ke Jat Mehnat Jindabad, he started doing the work on his own. And in that way, he not only set an example, but also contributed to this seva. Again, it says in the next chapter, solving this crisis of water in Bhadra was a next to impossible task. અત્યારે તો આપણા માટે સહેલું છે બોલવાનું. આપણે તો દરેજ ખોલીને આપણે પાણી મળી જાય અને ગરમ પાણી હોય તો ગરમ પાણી મળી જાય. આપણે કંઈ મહેનત કંઈ કરવાની નથી. પણ એ વખતે there was a massive issue. અને એક challenge હોય, you try to solve that, and then the other challenges, another one springs up. So when the riverbed was dug to install the pipeline, the sand quickly slid back and refilled the pits. So anyone, even if you're experienced, you'd think of giving up. But Bapa himself, now just again, this is a time mentioned in the Jivik Chitra, કે સવારે 8 વાગ્યાથી રાત્રે 12 વાગ્યા સુધી, from 8 o'clock in the morning all the way to midnight, digging the ground. And કદાચ વચ્ચે 1-2 કલાક કદાચ break હોય. And then this is digging. Pachi actually fitting the pipeline. Again, Bapa worked with many of the local devotees. 40 Bhadrana Patel devotees હતા, ભક્તો હતા. માવજીભાઈ, ભીમજીભાઈ, ધક્કુભાઈ, ભીખાભાઈ, ઉધવજીભાઈ. એવા રીતે બધા ઘણા હરિભક્ત પણ હતા. Some of them, they would work till 3 a.m. તો જો આમાંથી પણ આપણને ખ્યાલ આવે કે 3 વાગે રાત્રે સુધી પણ આ રીતે બાપા પણ પોતે ત્યાં હાજર રહેતા. Although Bapa had a room in the Dharamshala, એ વખત આપણું મંદિર તૈયાર નહોતું. અને મંદિરમાં પણ જૂના મંદિરમાં કંઈ બહુ વ્યવસ્થા નહોતી ભાદરામાં. પણ સ્વામી simply slept on a pile of sand. લખ્યું છે કે સુવાનું પણ રેતીના ઢગલા પર ફક્ત ગાતરિયું પાથરીને. તો આવી રીતે જસ્ટ ગાતરિયું પાથરી દેવાનું અને એની ઉપર પછી સૂઈ જવાનું. અને આ રીતે બાપા sometimes, however late, he would be up until 2-3 o'clock, but he'd always wake up by 6 o'clock. કદાચ બપોરે 1 કલાક મળે તો આરામ કરે. And this was Bapa's hectic routine for almost a month and a half. Again, general bathroom, toilet. Breakfast માટે જે રાત્રે રોટલા વધ્યા હોય, એની સાથે આ રીતે એક ગોળ અને રોટલા કે રોટલી આ રીતે જમી લે જે કંઈ બાકી રહ્યું હોય તે. Chas, if they wanted chas, they would have to beg that from the village. And in this way, Bapa, he never created a fuss. જે કંઈ હોય, જ્યાં ત્યાં જેવું તેવું જેમ તેમ ચલાવી લેતા શીખવું. So while there were no facilities, but Bapa's enthusiasm for seva never waned. And without any facilities, his enthusiasm for the Murti Pratishtha celebration seva soared high when it was always at his maximum. Whether it's sleeping or bathing or eating, there was no convenience. Yet Bapa, he never worried about himself. And એ વખતના સંતો જે હતા, એ વખતના જે અમુક હરિભક્ત, they were witness to Bapa's seva in Bhadra, and they wrote years later કે પ્રમુખ સ્વામીએ પોતાની વ્યવસ્થાની ચિંતા ક્યારે કરી નથી. Never worried about his own convenience. કે દેહની કોઈ પરવા તેઓએ કરી જ નથી. Never bothered about his body. અને અમારી ભેગા, along with us, સ્વામી રેતી ભરેલા તગારા ઉપાડવાની સેવા પણ તેઓ સંકોચ વગર કરતા. કે without any hesitation. અમને પ્રમુખ સ્વામીને જોઈને જ આનંદ થતો, પ્રેમ થતો અને એમ થતું કે પ્રમુખ સ્વામી બોલાવે છે તો આપણે સેવા કરવા જવું જ જોઈએ. This is the villagers. They weren't even all satsangis. But when they saw Pramukh Swami serving, they would also feel like, joining in the seva. So Bapa was a leader whose actions inspired others and got them to also do seva. And Bapa's mere presence encouraged everyone to lovingly serve until 3 o'clock at night. Now the last couple of chapters, again, Bapa still in Bhadra. So, આ જે પાણીની સેવા ચાલતી હતી, again, આપણે કામમાં લાગી જાય ને પછી we forget everything else. But Bapa never lost his what we call the human touch. So Bapa made sure કે આ બધા volunteer સેવા કરે છે. તો Bapa વ્યવસ્થા કરે. He would arrange for fresh sukhri અને ગાંઠિયા in the middle of the night to be prepared by the santos. There was a new sadhu, his name was Ghanshyam Prasad Swami. પાછળથી he was an experienced બંધારી, but at that time he was a mere novice. So બાપા એમને શીખવાડે કે પેલા ઘી નાખવું, પછી આ રીતે આમ કરવું, પછી ગોળ નાખીને આમ કરવું, પછી spread it on a plate to cool off, etc., etc. So Bapa himself would be teaching him. પછી once everything was ready, Bapa personally would carry the sukri and the gathia to the volunteers. અને એ પ્રમાણે એ લોકો બધા સેવામાં જોડાયા હોય, પણ બાપા himself would be serving these volunteers with sukri and gathia. તો એ પ્રમાણે through Bapa's efforts, through the efforts of the sadhus and the devotees, abundant water was made available in an otherwise drought-stricken Bhadra. અત્યારે પણ ભાદરામાં પાણી જલ્દી આપણને મળતું નથી. It's in the middle of nowhere. અને આવી રીતે, but for the entire duration of the celebration in the summer months, આ રીતે બાપાએ બધી વ્યવસ્થા કરી. આપણે સંત પરમહિતકારીમાં જોઈએ છે કે someone's looking at night, કે who's that, on the other side of the river Und, and who's still digging at this ungodly hour, and they realize that it's Pramukh Swami. They realize it's the Pramukh or the president of the Sanstha. So Bapa's efforts, the author has talked about the efforts of Bhagirath to bring the river Ganga down to earth. That was a massive effort. આપણે કહીએ ને ભગીરથ કાર્ય કર્યું, પણ એનાથી પણ આ રીતે બાપાએ ભગીરથ કાર્ય કર્યું, serving in multiple departments on multiple fronts during the preparations for the festival in Bhadra. And then now the last sub-chapter for today and for this section, we'll see the title. From the title you can understand ke Swarup Ek, Roop Anek, meaning there was only one Swami Shri, but he'll be seen at so many different places, doing so many different things. છેલ્લે લખ્યું છે in a very nice way કે the preparations for the festive opening of Bhadra Mandir called upon Swami Shri to shoulder multiple roles and multiple responsibilities in multiple departments to fulfill multiple sevas. તો આવી રીતે સ્વરૂપ એક અને રૂપ અનેક. So for example, હવે હરિભક્ત બધા આવવાના હોય, you have to arrange accommodation for them. There's no other વ્યવસ્થા. In a village where houses with roofs were a rarity, roof વગરના ઘર પર proper roofs, આમ પેલા ઝુંપડપતિ ને બધું હોય, but Swami went to great lengths to try to find suitable houses for the devotees, for the guests. Bapa went to all the houses, satsangi hoy, bin satsangi hoy, કે આખો from the villages, Patel community. ત્યાં ભાદરાના પટેલ ઘણા હતા. અને પૂછે કેટલા રૂમો છે, પછી કોઈ હા પાડે, so Swami would tell them nicely, okay, please keep one room for yourself, but whatever extra rooms you have, please give to us, and then we can house the guests or the mehman. તો બાપા એ પ્રમાણે પણ કહેતા કે સમય દરમિયાન એક ઓરડો તમારા માટે રાખો અને બાકીના ઓરડા ઉતારા માટે અમને આપો. And then બાપા would ask હરિભક્ત સાથે હોય ને સેવામાં કે note the names of the houses, and then Bapa would assign an identity immediately to that house. He wouldn't wait, કે આપણે પછી કરશું. Add the number to the name list. Sometimes he would even paint it with ink, the number on the respective house wall. Okay, this is Utaro A, Utaro B, Utaro C, or whatever, or A1, B1, C1, or whatever it might be. And then sometimes he would even decide at that moment, because he saw the house himself. Kya falana hari bhakta mate, this house will be appropriate. So at that very place and moment he would decide, okay, write this hari bhakta's name for this particular house. So e pramane Bapa was going into such detail. And in this way, going around the whole village. Now remember, Bhadra is a tiny village, but Bapa managed to secure something like 200 rooms for the Hari Bhaktas arranging the celebrations, coming for the celebrations. Pachi Bapa went to the Ramji Mandir, pachi Panchayatni office, and a local school. And ત્યાં પણ આ રીતે Bapa, he got accommodation for the Hari Bhaktas. Bapa also wrote કે અમે જામનગર ગયા, secured beds for 2,000. તો 2000ની પણ વ્યવસ્થા ત્યાં જામનગર, which is quite far from Bhadra, but Bapa had to make વ્યવસ્થા everywhere because people were coming from many different places. પછી Bapa wrote in another entry in his diary કે જોડિયા હંસરાજ શેઠને ત્યાં બંગલો, તેમજ હુન્નર ઉદ્યોગ, તેમજ તાલુકા પ્રાથમિક શાળા, સ્કૂલ, કન્યા શાળા ઉપરાંત કસ્તુરચંદને ત્યાં ઉતારા માટે જોયા. So all these places Bapa went to arrange ઉતારા. પછી he even wrote on the time of the festival કે હજારો માણસ, people flocked in thousands. This was actually during the festival કે Swami wrote કે હજારોની સંખ્યામાં માણસો આવેલ, તંબુઓ ગોંડલથી આવેલ, તેમાં ઉતારા, ગામમાં ઉતારા, જોડિયા એટલે જોડિયા બંદર છે ને, next to Bhadra. અને in addition to accommodation, Bapa's looking after the water. He's looking after the accommodation. He's worried about the mandir. He's worried about the murtis. And then he was managing the electricity as well. He's managing the Sabha Mandap as well. Because ડાયરીમાં લખ્યું છે કે સવારે લખ્યું છે કે સવારે વાડીના ગૌ જોવા પધાર્યા. પછી મજોટ ગામે ત્યાં સભા અને ગોળ બાજરીનો ખરડો કરી ડાંગરા થઈને રાજકોટ. Swami is also looking for food for the utsav as well. તો એમાંથી પણ આપણને ખ્યાલ આવે કે આવી રીતે બાપા's not just water, not just accommodation, Sabha Mandap, managing electricity, and then also managing the food કે જે બધું જમવાની જરૂર પડે સીધું જરૂર પડે ઘઉં હોય કે ચોખા હોય કે ગોળ હોય તો બાપા's going to different villages and he is literally collecting pledges from satsangis, non-satsangis કે અમારો મોટો ઉત્સવ થવાનો છે, ભાદરામાં ઉત્સવ છે, so please can you help us out. So in this way Bapa's seva, it continued right till the start of the festival in Bhadra. Yogi Bapa also came to Bhadra about 3 weeks prior to the opening of the mandir. The mandir festival was 21st, 22nd and 23rd April. Hajut apne end of March sudi pahunchya che. So next time we'll hear from April 69 onwards all the way till 1970. That's the next Abhyas Kram that we'll take part in. So we covered 1968 and a part of 1968 and part of 1969 in this Abhyas Kram J, and the assessment will happen this Friday. Please take time out to read the Gujarati or to read the English, jeti karine we can understand to what extent Pramukh Sai Maharaj went. We talk about ke Bapa atla બધા મંદિરો કર્યા, પણ એક મંદિરની પાછળ જે ઇતિહાસ જે છે, એક મંદિરની પાછળ જે મહેનત બાપાએ કરી છે પ્રમુખ સ્વામી our guru, તો we can then realize કે બાપાને કેવી અસ્મિતા, બાપાને કેવો ગૌરવ અને બાપાને સંસ્થા માટે કેવું મમત્વ, અને એ પ્રમાણે આપણે પણ સત્સંગની સેવા, સંસ્થાની સેવા અને આપણા ગુરુની પણ સેવા આપણે મમત્વપૂર્વક અને વફાદારપૂર્વક કરી શકીએ એ મારે મહારાજ સ્વામી સર્વેને ખૂબ બળ શક્તિ આપે એ જ પ્રાર્થના. સ્વામિનારાયણ ભગવાનની જય.